passionate about food, specially selected range. This is the seal which is used to indicate our most gourmet and attentively selected foods. You can always trust it when you see this seal on the package. Tingles with flyby. Daily ASMR videos. Hello. Oh, thank you for stopping by to our little stand today. Today we have on display our specially selected gourmet pasta sauces. And we have 4 amazing varieties. If you have a little bit of time, I could tell you about them. Wonderful. So these come, let me just set this to the side. So these are from the passionate about food, especially selected range. And we have 4 different varieties that we're featuring today. This first one is our Toscana, which is a traditional Tuscan style sauce with tomatoes and smoked pancetta. Now with these, they are very yummy. They make your meal so easy. As you can see with this one, it's already got the pancetta inside of it. You've got a lovely tomato base. All you need to do is just boil up some pasta and just use this sauce. So see the jar is probably a bit smaller than jars that you used to, but this is based on market research and how much sauce people actually use. And so this is designed to be the perfect amount of sauce for most people. So you won't have that jar sitting around in your fridge, growing who knows what inside as you forget about it. Just be able to cook up a meal, use this single jar of sauce, and then that'll be it. Just recycle the jar. Now, with the Toscana, there is the description. Capture the romance and passion of Tuscany with the generosity of smoked pancetta and the frankness of tomato. A union enriched by the spicy notes of chili pepper and red wine. So in this sauce, we have just a lovely combination of tomato. There's 15% is that delicious smoked pancetta. We all know what a wonderful depth and height of flavor that smoked meats can provide, and that is on full display in this sauce. Also gets a little bit of heat from the chili and that wonderful tannin and depth of flavor from a delicious red wine sauce. Now these are on special today since we are featuring them, so you can try them out at a discount and see if these gourmet pasta sauces, if one or all of them strikes your fancy. I really can't recommend them highly enough. So that first is the Toscana. And you'll notice each of these is named for a different region in Italy. Lots of times we maybe call a sauce just a pasta sauce, but there's so much cultural heritage that goes into the different regions, and grandmothers and mothers sitting around the kitchen table and making delicious pasta sauces, but the family recipes are different in each of these regions. And this is reflected in these 4 different sauces. The next one we have here is the Siciliana. This is a traditional Sicilian style sauce with eggplant, Gran Padano cheese, DOP, and basil. So if you look, just looking at the sauces, you can almost see just a little bit of difference in color and temperament. Oh yes, sauces have their own temperament. The Sicilian, or Sicilian, depending if you want to go more Italian or English there. The eggplant adds a vegetable flair to this. And of course you have the cheese in there, which any sauce with cheese is always going to have a salty flair that aged. The Gran Padano is obviously an aged cheese, and so the microbes that develop in there flavor this sauce as well. The description on this one says the rich taste of eggplant least linked to the piquant taste of tomato. A recipe of the Sicilian tradition celebrated with onion, basil, and a dusting of Gran Padano cheese, DOP. So, just really depends on what sort of flavors you're drawn to. That basil in there adds a nice little herb. Got the eggplant and the cheese. It's a bit milder in taste than the Toscana because we don't have the chili or the red wine in there, but slightly more salty because of the addition of the cheese. So, if you think of the Sicilian sitting on the coast in Sicily. A nice, pleasant plate of pasta in front of you. It's a lovely, lovely sauce. Now, next look at the calabrese. A chili yet sweet sauce with pecorino romano cheese. D-O-P. A little bit more sweet in the sauce. Definitely something more distinct about this calabrese. But all of these are from our gourmet line. They are sourced from the finest of ingredients and the best recipes from the region have been selected to make this sauce. The sauces do lend themselves to different shapes of pasta, which is somewhat indicated on the front, but it also depends on what you intend to do with the sauce. So if you want to mix it with a meat, it may be a bit different which pasta would be best off. But we probably won't go too much into that right now. The fresh taste of juicy tomatoes and basil, combined with the spicy notes of chili pepper and the strength of tasty pecorino romano cheese, D-O-P. A recipe from the Calabrian tradition. Really paints a picture, doesn't it? That bursting, juicy tomato flavor. Just makes me think of having tomatoes fresh off the vine. It's a very fresh sauce. Does have a bit of heat, and I love pecorino romano. Just adds a beautiful profile to the flavor of the sauce. It's still light on for the cheese. You'll see with our last one, that one is quite a cheese infused sauce, perhaps you could say. Whereas this one just has a hint, and you may still want to add your own cheese on. So, I also love the bottle for the calabrese. Just the color. Actually really like the Toscana as well. Not that I'm not a fan of pink for the Siciliana, but it doesn't make me think of fresh, yummy pasta quite as much. So our final sauce is the Romana. A classic style sauce with tomatoes, ricotta, and authentic Italian cheeses. You can see with the Romana, cheese is at the forefront of this sauce. And personally, this is my favorite. I love cheese. I'm a sucker for cheese. It's also a little bit milder if you don't quite like the heat from chili. If that can be a bit much for you, then the Romana. It's a lovely option. This gourmet pasta sauce from the region around Rome is made of premium Italian tomatoes and voluptuous Italian cheeses that melt in your mouth. A note of ricotta and basil enhance this gourmet sauce. You can actually see it through the bottle. It's a lighter sauce, lightened by that ricotta and the other cheeses, but there is a healthy dose of ricotta in this sauce. Basil adds a nice mild flavor. This one is definitely a crowd favorite. Very unobtrusive and very well loved. So that is the 4 sauces that we have. The Toscana, the Siciliana, the Calabrese, and the Romana. Now we do also have on special our San Remo pastas. These are a delightful pasta. Have a great mouthfeel. The chewiness is that perfect amount. And then from our passionate about food, specially selected range, we do also have our Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. I love this packaging because it actually shows you where in Italy this very popular and very delicious cheese comes from. This Italian hard cheese is matured for over 30 months, producing a distinctive flavor with a nice crumbly texture. And you can see this comes with the Certificato da Organismo di Controllo Autorizzato da MIPAF, which I think is a cheese authority from Italy, to make sure you're actually getting genuine Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. So, a delightful cheese. It would be a wonderful accompaniment to any of these sauces. I mean, it really goes cheese and cheese together. Who doesn't want more cheese? So, those are some of the options that we have. You'll notice the display off to our side where you can select these. But don't worry, I won't watch you, so you can buy them or not buy them at your complete leisure. It's been my pleasure to share these with you.